This is absolutely massive for the San Jose Sharks' future as Yaroslav Askarov dominates the Edmonton Oilers in his first game since being called up and looked like an absolute beast for this team. In this video, I'm going to talk about how big this is for the future of the San Jose Sharks, and will Askarov stay up at this point? Plus, we have a crazy stat on Macklin Celebrini, so you're not going to want to miss this episode of Hat Trick HQ. But before I get into it, we got to say that 91% of you guys watching these videos aren't subscribed to the channel. So if you're not subscribed, you're big Sharks fans, you're big hockey fans, make sure you're down below and subscribe so you don't miss out on any news, rumors, trades that happen here around the league. But with that said, we got to jump right into tonight's game. And yes, it was unfortunate that the San Jose Sharks did lose tonight because it was looking like they were going to beat the Edmonton Oilers for a second there. It got pushed to overtime. They lost pretty quickly into overtime, but you know, you might have lost the game, but you didn't lose in general, because what we've seen tonight from Yaroslav Askarov in this 3-2 loss was something short of a miracle that this team needed. I mean, as you can see the stats here, I mean, outshot by a lot. It was 43 shots to 22, which would leave Askarov with, yes, having 40 saves on the night. Here is his stat line. He had 40 saves, 3 goals against, with a .930 save percentage in his first game since being recalled back up from the Barracudas. This guy absolutely dominated. There's going to be a few highlights showing on your screen right now of the work that he did put in tonight. And what I've seen from Askarov this evening in this game was a goaltender that is going to keep you in games and make game-saving stops. We've seen many of these from Askarov down at the AHL level, but now he's doing that against the likes of some of the best in the NHL, like Connor McDavid, like Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. He had a big rob on him. Like Leon Draisaitl, yes, he did score the overtime winner, but he made multiple game-saving stops in this game. This could have easily been a 5-2 win for the Edmonton Oilers. He really kept this team in it. He kept them with the lead until, you know, eventually got taken over towards the end of the third and then losing in overtime. But this is a big win for Sharks fans because you don't need to win every game. You know, you're in the boat right now where, you know, you're kind of wanting to lose to help the rebuild keep going, but you're getting tiny wins out of these losses in regards to your future players like Askarov here. I mean, he put up a crazy stat line tonight. A .930 save percentage is nothing to bat an eye against such an offensive powerhouse like the Edmonton Oilers. This is such great news. I would even go as far as saying that he might be the best Sharks goaltender I've seen since Martin Jones. I think we were kind of getting there with Blackwood. He had some crazy games. There's no doubt about it. I didn't think that Blackwood was going to be moved, but now I see the reason why he was moved. Because Askarov is better than him, in my opinion. Well, he will be better than him. He's not better than him right now, I wouldn't say. Not after just having, you know, a 3-game sample size this season in the NHL, but he looks fantastic, and I see now why they didn't want to have both of these two young goaltenders in this rotation, because they would just be fighting back and forth for starts, and it would stunt both. I would stunt his development, no doubt about that. But now with him gone and Georgiev there only on a 1-year deal, he has more time here now to prove that he is the starter of the future from this team. And if he continues putting up performances like he did tonight for the San Jose Sharks team, there is no doubt in my mind that he will be the starter of the future for this team. I think if he can keep going the way he's going right now, I mean, San Jose fans, man, you got something special there. I think that guy's going to be absolutely amazing. But we're going to run through a little bit more stuff that happened here in tonight's game. Obviously, the goal scorers were Ruda and Kunin, but Celebrini picks up another point, putting him up to 22 points on the season. We also have Wemberg picking up a point as well, and we have a few defensemen here picking up some stats tonight. Timothy Liljegren getting an assist, Jake Wallman getting an assist. That guy's been absolutely fantastic. I would say one of the most overlooked players right now about how good he's playing this season. Jake Wallman, he's a beauty. He is a good player to have on your team, and he's playing very successful. And yes, this is a game where maybe you expect the San Jose offense to be a little bit more, productive against a goalie that, you didn't really, you really thought you could score a few on, but I did like the way they played tonight. Obviously, when you're going up against such a stacked team, you're going to get dominated possession-wise. You're going to get dominated in the shot department. But in the chances that they did have, it seemed like they did convert on those, which is great to see. Because when you have so many, when you're getting hemmed in your zone so often, and you don't have any chances, or you're not capitalizing on those chances, it just makes the game drag on and just drag out, and it's not a fun contest to watch. But this one was fun to watch tonight. I mean, they capitalized on their chances. Ultimately, they did blow it at the end. I don't think it was on Askarov at all. But, it's just the way it is when you're going up against tough competition. I would love to see him stick it out and for our boy Askarov to get the win here. But unfortunately, that's the way it goes. It was a little bit of ice tilt there at the end, and, it went in the Edmonton Oilers' favor. But like I said, Macklin Celebrini, he went up to 22 points on the year here, having 11 goals, 11 assists even. This guy has looked phenomenal. I mean, if you guys see that behind the bank pass off the boards last night, I think it was last night in the last game, but this guy is something special. He is doing things we haven't seen out there. I've said in videos in the past that this guy's like Doctor Strange. He sees every timeline out there on the ice. It's like he has a third eye. He has an eye in the back of his head. It's like the stuff that this kid can do is phenomenal, and I've never seen it. And like I said, he's etching his name up there with some of the greats in the NHL. I mean, everyone with more points than Celebrini in the last month. Obviously, there's some big names there. There's Kucherov, McKinnon, McDavid, the guys you expect to be up there at the top names in the NHL. But they say here, we haven't seen an 18-year-old production like this since McDavid. That is huge. Like, man, that was a long time ago that McDavid was 18 years old in the NHL, and we haven't seen it since, but we are seeing it right now in Macklin Celebrini. This guy is going to be something special. He is going to be, I think he's going to be better than Connor Bedard. I think right now, just the form that they're on, yes, I think maybe he has better pieces around him in San Jose than Bedard has in Chicago. But this is really going to be the next Crosby-Ovechkin debate. I think is going to be the Bedard-Celebrini. I think Celebrini right now, not to knock on Bedard, I think he's a fantastic player, but right now, Celebrini is just in some crazy form and doing some crazy things, and there's no doubt in my mind that this guy's going to go out, win Rookie of the Year this year, and just continue on this pace, and he is definitely the future of this team, alongside Askarov, Eklund, Zetterlund, all these guys that they have now, and some guys that aren't even here yet, like Sam Dickinson. This team is one to watch out for. And if you're a Sharks fan right now and you're saying, oh man, we're losing every night, why are we blowing games like this? Just give it a couple of years, because this team is going to develop into something phenomenal. They're going to be competing for cups. They are going to be so good. So hold out hope, Sharks fans, because when you have a guy like Celebrini he's 18 years old and putting up production numbers like McDavid in his 18-year-old season, you got something special there. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts on the game down below. What are your thoughts on Askarov? Do you think he's the next Martin Jones, or I think he could even be better than Martin Jones? Let me know down below in the comment section. If you enjoyed it, like the video, subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 8,000. I think we're only like a few subscribers away. So if you're not subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We'd appreciate hitting 8,000 by Christmas. It'd be a big gift for all of us here on the channel. And if you want to check out a video we did the other day, it'll be popping up on your screen right now. But as always, I've been your host, KC. Keep your stick on the ice.